number 80, Eric Johnston, a 6 foot, 190-pound junior. Also number 32, Alan Bird. Also playing linebacker will be number 8, Luke Culpepper. In the secondary will be number 2, Trey Langston. Be number 29, Mark George, a 6'1", 180-pound senior. The wide receivers are number 24, John Paul Buckley, a 6'1", 170-pound senior. Also number 2, Chad Henn, a 6 foot, 165-pound senior. At fullback will be number 44, Miller Hod, a 5'9", 180-pound senior. The tailback is number 30, Stewart, for their contributions to the success of our school and wish them the very best of luck in the future. We'd also like to thank these parents for their many hours of support throughout their child's career here at Canton Academy. First of all, we'll start with the senior band members. Lindsay McKay, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joe McKay. Jennifer Tran, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Steve Tran. Our varsity cheerleaders, Megan Arthur, daughter of Mr. Jimmy Arthur and the late Mrs. Carla Arthur. Melissa Brock, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Don Brock. Mallory Haynes, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Blake Haynes. Sue Lee McCarty, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jim McCarty. Molly West, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Mike West. Your manager, Tucker Sappington, son of Mr. and Mrs. Mark Sappington. Water girls, Swayze Burkhart, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Mike Burkhart. Laura Kewing, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joe Kewing. And now your senior varsity football players, John Paul Buckley, son of Mr. and Mrs. Bill Buckley. Trey Burnside, son of Mr. and Mrs. Shelby Burnside. Russell Cook, son of Charlie and Judy Cook. Sean Ellis, son of Mr. and Mrs. Mike Ellis. Mark George, son of Ann and Danny George. Wayne Gray, son of Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Gray. John Harold Jr., son of Mr. and Mrs. John Harold Sr. Hunt Johnson, son of Vicki Johnson and Charlie Johnson. Will Lampkin, son of Terry and Pam Lampkin. Michael McGee, son of Mr. and Mrs. Mike McGee. Jonathan Miller, grandson of Reverend and Mrs. Sale Lilly. David Morgan, son of Mr. and Mrs. Charlie Morgan. Chad Henn, son of Bedford L. Henn and Kent Henn. David Ratcliffe, son of Mr. and Mrs. Charles Ratcliffe. John Sowell, son of Mr. and Mrs. Gary Sowell. Miller Todd, son of Mr. and Mrs. Paxton Todd. And Sterling Penn, son of Mr. and Mrs. Scott Penn. The 2001 senior football players and senior class would like to honor Sterling with a sign. The sign will say simply SP84, representing Sterling's football's number. The sign will be permanently erected at the gate the Panthers enter after they walk up Victory Hill. Tonight there's a temporary sign. Every time the Panthers take the field, the first award goes to an avid Panther fan and a very CA Booster Club member. Believe me, he takes his Panther football serious. Even his recent heart surgery couldn't keep him away from Panther football practice for long, and certainly he never missed a game. He has also been very instrumental in the resurgence of the Panther baseball program. His plaque reads, Charlie Morgan, 2001 CA Booster Club Award. Thank you for years of dedication, support, and service to the Canton Academy Panthers. The next recipient is also a longtime Booster Club supporter and Panther fan. She has been a loyal Panther fan for years and has followed the Panthers all over the state and sometimes beyond. She has always been there to watch her children play football, cheer, play basketball, run track, and now coach. She has even been known to give Coach Godfrey a little coaching advice herself. She has truly served the athletic program and the Booster Club in too many ways to mention. Her plaque reads, Susan McCarty, 2001 CA Booster Club Award. Thank you for the years of dedication, support, and service to the Canton Academy Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your senior Canton Academy students participating in football, cheerleading, managers, water girls, and bands. Congratulations to all. Your captains for Leake Academy are number 8, Luke Culpepper, number 66, Todd Shepard, for the Panthers represented by the no senior class. Also number 95 is Evan Nice, and number 53, Hunt Johnson, also represented by Sterling Penn.
This year, save the one game against Simpson when, in all honesty, just basically a disaster from the opening kickoff. But the Panthers have played very, very well every week of this football season.
They have. Every half, Mike, they've come out and played well when they had to. When they had a chance to put teams away, they did that. And as I was talking to Coach Godfrey this morning, really Simpson Academy, of course, Simpson's got a fine team, but really Simpson Academy, it appeared on the sideline, obviously, to him and also up here to us, that Simpson's really the only team that has really planned to play against the Panther offense. Others
know how to play the game. They know certainly that's basketball country. They are just real good athletes, and they've got a running back, of course, named by the number 8, Luke Culpepper, is an outstanding football player.
Yeah, Luke's been playing since his sophomore year, and is a big, strong young man. Got him listed here as 180, and he's a solid 180 and does a great job for him. I think, Mike, you touched on one thing there, that the Panthers are playing against a very athletic team, so this is a game that may be determined in the trenches, and I know that Coach Godfrey is really eager to come out here tonight. Of course, he wants to throw the football, but at the same time reestablish that running game that kind of got knocked around a week ago.
Of course, the Panthers have just absolutely been astounding this year throwing the football. Mark George just never got covered, and probably could have thrown for 10 touchdown passes against with George. Like times he's kicked that football in the end zone. So we're just about set to go from Sam Benson Memorial Field. He comes forward, kicks it deep down the middle in number 10. Chamblee will grab it and fumble it at the 10-yard line. Now picks it up. He's going to be hitting corralled as he got it to about the 17. And that's where Leake Academy will play it first down and 10 yards to go.
Chamblee having trouble getting the football. And, Mike, I can assure you, you mentioned basketball. Chamblee is a very, very good athlete. He just had trouble handling that football, and the Panthers take advantage of that, forcing Leake to start their first possession inside the 20.
So it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for Leake Academy. They'll mark the football at the 18-yard line. Panthers will work out of a four-man defensive front. And number 18, Brett Moore, the quarterback, will put his backs in the I formation with wideouts to both sides. Looks over the Panther defense, goes straight back to throw, sets. Now he's going to run the football, and the Panthers eat him alive as he got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers eat him up front. Moore had just nowhere to go. Brandon Hardy was there to knock him down after the game, maybe of a half a yard. Second down, we'll still call it 10 yards to go as they'll mark it at the 18-yard line.
Well, Moore dropped back to one to throw on that first play, Mike, and he was looking deep down the far sideline to Alan Bird, and Jonathan Miller had him blanketed, so he just tucked it under and got what he could.
Wideouts will work to both sides of the field. Backs in the I formation. Moore with a 2nd and 10. Goes off the right side. Gives the football to Very, his tailback. Very will drive it to about the 20, and that's all. Give him 2. It'll be third down and 8 yards to go. As again, he finds the going tough in the middle of the Panther defensive line.
Yeah, not much movement there at all, Mike. And Coach Godfrey mentioned this morning he feels like his offensive and defensive lines are really gelling right here toward the end of the year. And of course, we've thought all year that that defensive front may be the strength of the Panther defense, and right now they're certainly playing that way.
Evan Bias got in on that tackle, and Evan had 17 tackles last week up at Kirk as the Panther defensive line did yeoman duty up in Grenada last week. Third down, 8 yards to go, ball at the 20-yard line. Now we've got a shotgun formation with 2 setbacks as Moore will roll out right to throw. Now number 32's lined up at quarterback, shoots it to the outside, pass caught by Langston, the tight end. He's up over the 45, he's over the 50 into Panther territory at the 49-yard line before he's knocked down. It'll be a first down for Leake Academy. Number 32, Alan Bird, took the snap from the quarterback position in the shotgun, and he got it right at the 50-yard line and picked up the Leake Academy first down.
Good play that time, Mike. Good scheme as the quarterback got the football out of the shotgun, took 3 or 4 steps to his right, and threw back to the left as he rolled right. The linebackers kind of ran out, and Langston came across the field and made the reception.
Full house tee in the backfield as Moore will line up, give the football, driving number 23, Very, carries the football. He'll drive it to the Panther 48-yard line, give him 2. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Panthers stack it up very well. Number 65 for the Panthers there to make the tackle. John Harrell got off the bottom of the pile, gain of 2, second down, 8 yards to go.
Again, not a whole lot of movement up there. The Panther defensive front doing what they're supposed to do, Mike, and it may be that the run's just going to be something to keep the Panthers honest here tonight.
Everybody in tight. 2 tight ends with a full house, old full house tee in the backfield. Give right side, number 32, Alan Bird carries. He drives to the 47, maybe the 46. Give him another 2. It'll be third down and a long 6 yards to go for Leake Academy. And again, Evan Bias was there for the Panthers to make the tackle.
And a kind of interesting thing, Mike, is the Rebels come out and throw the football out of shotgun, have a big play, and then they go straight to the full house tee for the next 3 plays.
Everybody in tight. Again, 2 tight, full house tee. Third down, a long 5 yards to go. Moore straight back to throw, looks to the outside, pass picked off by Chad Penn. He's down the sidelines to the 40, breaks inside the 35, 34-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as Chad Penn stepped in front of number 2, Troy Langston, and picked it off, got it down to the 34, and the Panthers are in business. First down and 10 yards to go.
So a really nice play that time, Mike. Good football on both sides. So the fullback ran up the middle after the fake, and he went straight up through the gut and then veered off to the right. The tight end on the right side came through a crossing pattern. He had him open but threw behind him, and Chad Penn did a great job on the defensive side getting the football on the interception and taking it to Leake territory. We do have a flag back at about the Rebel 47, so the Panthers are going to have possession, but they're going to have it further back than it appeared.
Probably got a behind the back block right there, and it's going to mark the Panthers back further than the 34-yard line, but Mike, just a big play by the senior Chad Penn. He stepped in, picked it off, and the Panther offense is going to have a relatively short field, or obviously good field position to work with. And of course, the Panther offense this year off of turnovers has just been something spectacular in converting turnovers into points.
Yeah, it'll look blocked there, and the Panthers will take it at their own 43, so it's about a close to a 20 yards penalty there to fight here as the Panthers get their first possession, but as you mentioned, good field position.
But the Panthers still have it 57 yards from the promised land. Slot to the far side, wide out to this side. Backs are split as Ratcliffe goes on the right side, gives to Jonathan Miller. Miller looking for a block, can't find anything. Going to be hit and ridden down back behind the line of scrimmage, or right at the line of scrimmage. May give him right at the line, no gain. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go. Panthers run wide, and Leake had it smelled out very, very well.
Crossbug play the Panthers have had a lot of success with, Mike, and of course, one of the main reasons Panthers run that play is they run play action off of it, and we'll see that further into the game that we go. And David's had a lot of success off that play action, but that time, good defensive effort by the Rebels, held Jonathan in no gain.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers. Panthers will work a slot to the far side of the field. George will come wide to the near side. Backs will work out of the split backfield. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ratcliffe looks at a five-man front off play action. Now he's going to throw the football. He's got Buckley. Buckley at the 45, breaks into the secondary, up over inside the 35, down to the 31-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as the Panthers convert the first down and get it down to the 31 in Leake territory. First down and 10 yards to go.
Well, there was the bootleg, Mike. Off the same action, the Panthers came right back with the same play, same action. Faked the bootleg, or the cross buck, ran the bootleg out to the near side. John Paul Buckley, who had lined up on the far side of the field, just drug across. He was wide open. Good throw by David. Good pickup by John Paul. The Panthers down now at the Rebel 31.
One of those plays, darned if you do and darned if you don't. It looked like David could have picked up big yardage had he run the football. Triple wide outs to both sides of the field. Here's the little swing outside to Jonathan Miller, who was in the slot. Miller will drive it to the 25-yard line, give him 5. It'll be second down and 5 yards to go as the Panthers had them split out everywhere, double slots, both sides of the field, picked up 5, or actually give him 8. It'll be second down, or 7 rather, second down and 3 yards to go.
Just the old bubble screen, Mike. The inside receiver just kind of arcs back. You know, the secondary has a tendency on the snap of the ball to start backing up, and you try to take advantage of that by doing that. And then the wide receiver, who's Chad Penn, goes down and tries to block his man. Get outside. Good pickup on first down.
Once again, Panthers have a slot to the far side, slot to the near side, lone setback. Ratcliffe looks at a 4-man defensive front as he calls about 3 linebacker set. He gives driving up the middle. That's David Morgan carrying the football. David drives to about the 22-yard line. Going to be shy of the first down. It'll be third down and short for the Panthers as the Panthers tried to spread them out and run up the middle and only got about a yard. It'll be third down and about 2 yards to go for the Big Cats.
You know, the Panthers facing their first big third down play of the night. Ball on the 23-yard line, probably in 4-down territory unless we lose 2 or 3 yards here, and then probably still in Tyler Clark's field goal range, but nonetheless, third down and about 3.
Panthers, of course, will work a wide out. Chad Penn to the far side of the field, slot to the near side, offset eye in the backfield. David Ratcliffe with a third down, a long 2-yard to go situation, gives off the right side to Jonathan Miller, breaks into the secondary, up over the 20, inside the 20 to the 14-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as the Panthers ran off the right side, got a nice hole and picked up the first down. But I look to the back side, and it looks like we may have a flag on the play.
Yeah, we do, and the Panthers are walking backwards, which is not a good sign. But, Mike, how many times do you see that? I wish I had a nickel for every time 3rd and short or 4th and short. You see teams run the football, and it starts inside, and everybody on the defense collapses, and you just bounce outside and have all kinds of room. And that's what Jonathan did that time. Easily picked up the first down. The step-off is going to take it all the way back to the 30-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Third down and about 9 yards to go as the Panthers get a holding penalty, and the holding was downfield. It's a 10-yard penalty, so it'll be third down and 9 yards to go. Football resting at the 30-yard line. Ratcliffe, of course, now looking at 4-down territory with 3rd and 9. Has a slot to the near side. He sloops it to the outside for John Paul Buckley. Underthrew it. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 9 yards to go. And, Mike, I'm sure right here the Panthers will go for it on 4th and 9.
Yeah, I think so, Mike. The Panthers have moved the football well, have done a couple things themselves to hurt themselves, but certainly too close to punt the football at their own 30-yard line. So be interesting to see here. 4th down and 9 yards to go.
5 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Panthers and Leake, no score here from Sam Benson Memorial Field in conference play. Slot will come to the near side of the field, wide out to the far side, offset eye in the backfield. 4th down, 9 yards to go. Ratcliffe, 2-step drop. Now he steps up, hit and drugged down as he got hit from the backside by number 8. Luke Culpepper knocked him down back at about the 34-yard line, and Leake is held, and they'll take over the football. First down and 10 yards to go.
Well, Culpepper came from his linebacker spot that time, Mike. They're only running a four-man front with 2 linebackers, so they're just really daring the Panthers to throw the football, or run the football, rather, with only 6 men in the box. And that time on fourth down, Culpepper came and nobody picked him up. He came in and threw David down for the sack back at about the 34-yard line.
So Brett Moore will bring his ball club up, and again, Leake has watched some films. They're a 2 tight end set with a full house T in the backfield. Panthers in tight defensively. Here's the give, diving up the middle. Just no running room there at all. Panthers knock them down for a loss of 2 yards of the play. And Mike, this may be the best defense against the run we've seen the Panthers play so far in the early going. There's just no running room there at all. Loss of 3. It'll be second down, 13 yards to go.
I think you're right, and the 2 passing plays we've seen, one of them was executed perfectly. The other one was open, just wasn't executed. Now, again, I'm real surprised they're running because that Panther defensive front, as we mentioned, has really matured.
Now they break it up with wideouts to both sides, backs in the eye. They go off the right side, give the football to Very. Very will drive it up to about the 29-yard line. Got a couple of the yards back, but it'll be third down and 11 yards to go as the Panthers' defensive front, again, just collapses down inside, and there's just no running room at all.
Yeah, it looked like a scrum that time, Mike. By the time play was over, there was 17 of the 22 players on the field were in that pile, so it wasn't going very far. It's going to be third down now and long for the Rebels as we are under 5 minutes now in the first quarter.
They ran out of the shotgun in their first series and got it to Alan Bird, but now Moore will line up under center and quarterback. He's got a triple set to the near side, wide out to the far side, lone set back, straight back to throw. Receivers everywhere. He's under big pressure, trying to get to the corner, makes a move, gets it to about the 41-yard line, but he's going to be about 5 yards shy of the first down. It'll be fourth down, and Leake Academy will be faced with a punting situation.
Well, Mike, that time 3 wide receivers. They put Very, the tailback, out in the slot and tried to run him deep. He was well covered, so the quarterback had to run the football. Alan Jerome, a good open field tackle, and the Rebels come up about 4 yards short.
So it'll be fourth down, and the Rebels will have to be forced to punt the football, and Moore will drop back to punt it. Buckley and Miller will stand back on about their own 30-yard line, actually inside the 30 to receive this kick. No score, 3:56 left to go in the first quarter. There's the snap, and Moore comes forward, kind of knuckleballs it, line drive down the field. Everybody gets away from it. It rolls inside the 20, down to around the 18-yard line, and that's where Leake will touch it dead, and the Panthers will play it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 18-yard line. 82 yards from the promised land with 3:43 left to go in the first quarter in a 0-0 football game.
So a good kick when you include the roll in that one. Mike, wasn't knuckleball, but a good roll as the Panthers did not catch the football. And on the 18-yard line, the Panthers moved the football very well. The first time they had it, shot themselves in the foot a couple of times. And I know that it appears that the Panthers, if they mix it up, are really going to be the only one that can stop themselves here tonight as they move the football extremely well against that four-man front, 2 linebacker set of the Rebels.
Slot to the far side, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe goes straight back to throw, goes swing to the outside to Miller. Miller trying to break a tackle, grabbed by the shoestring, knocked down at about the line of scrimmage. Got it back to the line of scrimmage. Panthers could have had a big play there had they gotten the block on the outside, but they didn't get it, so got it back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down and 10 yards to go.
Well, again, just a swing outside. Again, Mike, with only 6 men in the box, I think you'll see the Panthers go to the run a little bit more and try to run right at them. And that's what would be the obvious thing to do. And the bad news is if you can't run it against 6 people, you probably need to reschedule anyway, because if you've only got 6 in the box, can't run it, there's trouble.
So, and the Panthers, of course, had some trouble running the football last Friday night. Slot will come to the near side. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe goes off the right side, gives to Miller. Miller breaking tackles, gets it over the 20 to about the 24-yard line. Nice solid gain, about 5 yards. It'll be third down and 5 yards to go for the Panthers with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter of play.
Good blocking that time up front, Jonathan. A nice run, picked up pretty good yardage, and I think if the Panthers continue to do that against that 6-man front, that you're going to see at least one, maybe more than that, long gains before the night's over, as the Panthers just right on the verge of breaking those up inside.
Penn will go wide to the far side. George comes wide to the near side. In the slot will be John Paul Buckley. Offset eye in the backfield. Third down, about 5 yards to go. Ratcliffe on the toss, pitches the ball to Miller, looking for the corner, and Jonathan Miller knocked down back at the 22-yard line. Leake got great penetration. Number 10, Chamblee from the secondary, came up and knocked him down. That's a loss in the play. It'll be fourth down, and the Panthers will check the punting unit onto the field.
Well, the Panthers tried to go wide there, Mike. The problem with going wide against this defense is the defense is already spread out. They're playing a two coverage, which means the safeties are both on the hash marks, and then they've got, at that particular time, they had two defenders out to the side. They ran two, so they're already there. And, of course, it's hard to run inside on third and long, but the Panthers need to pick up more yards on first down.
Penn gets the snap and booms it out of there. A line drive kick, and Bird's going to grab it back at the 30-yard line. He comes to the near side of the field, and Alan Jerome knocks him down hard as he got to the 37. So Leake will play it first down and 10 yards to go on a long kick off the foot of Chad Penn, and it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels.
Yeah, beautiful kick that time. Low, long, spiral, and good coverage that time. Alan Jerome down, made a good hit. And the Rebels have it first down and 10 at their own 38.
A minute 26 left to go in the first quarter. No score, and this one is tough, as it always is, between Canton Academy and Leake Academy. Boy, these two teams have been playing since 1971. Rebels will work up to the line of scrimmage. Wide out will go to the far side. Wide out to the near side. Backs are in the straight eye formation. As Moore looks at a five-man front, fumbles the ball, and he's going to grab it and fall on it back at the 31-yard line. So a big loss of the play of 6 yards. It'll be second down and 16 yards to go for the Rebels.
Huge break that time for the Rebels. Well, they were able to get back on the football as the quarterback came out from under center and really never had the ball from the center, and then tried to hand it off, and by that time, after he bobbled it a couple of times, the tailback had gone through and the ball hit the ground, but quarterback was able to jump back on the football. Good effort that time by Brett Moore.
Mark it back at the 32-yard line. Second down, 17 yards to go for Leake Academy. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Wide out to the near side. Lone setback. Moore straight back to throw. Under pressure to the outside pass. Intercepted by Jerome at the 40-yard line. And the Panthers are in business at the Leake 40. First down and 10 yards to go.
Just a very ill-advised throw right there by Moore as the wide receiver. There was a triple set to the far side. The wide receiver just ran a hitch, goes down 5 and turns. Alan Jerome was outside. He just sat there and never moved. The ball was thrown right to him, and he made the interception. Was knocked down immediately, and the Panthers have it at the Rebel 40.
At the 40-yard line, Panthers 40 yards from the land of milk and honey with a short field to work with, and 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. No score here from Sam Vinson Memorial Field. Slot to the near side, wide out to the far side. Backs are split. Ratcliffe spins, gives the football, driving to Miller Todd. Miller Todd drives to about the 36-yard line. Give him 4 tough yards. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go.
Ben Melton, 285-pound sophomore, wrestled Miller down after a pickup of 4, and the Panthers have it second down 6. And that may very well have been our last play, Mike, here in the first quarter, unless the Panthers rush it up.
Tough first quarter here from the stadium in the final home regular season game for the Panthers this season. 5 seconds left to go. Ratcliffe will bring his ball club up to the line of scrimmage. Slot to the near side. 1 second. The horn sounds. That's the end of the first quarter of play. It's a draw right now at the end of the first quarter. Panthers nothing, Leake Academy nothing. Panther football on WMGO continues with the second quarter in 30 seconds. The Panthers have had the better go of it as far as field position is concerned. They had it in 4-down territory earlier, but they were unable to convert. Second down, 6 yards to go for the Panthers. Football at the Leake 36-yard line. Slot to the near side, wide out to the far side. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe spins, gives diving up the middle, carrying the football, I believe, is Will Lott. And Lott will drive it to about the 33-yard line. Give him 3, and it'll be third down and 3 yards to go for the Panthers.
Those Rebel linebackers are really active, Mike, and the Panther offensive line and fullback have yet to really do much of a job on them. Again, that time Culpepper came up and made the stop, and it's, again, kind of one of those tweeners where it's not third and 1 where you can just run right at them, but it's not really a deep throwing down either. Third down and a long 3 yards to go.
And it is a long 3 yards to go. Offset eye in the backfield, slot to the near side, wide out to the far side. Third down. Ratcliffe puts David Morgan in motion to the far side of the field. Spins, pitches to Will Lott, looking for a block. Will breaks inside the 30. Spins to the 25-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as the Panthers put Morgan in motion as the lead blocker, and they were able to turn it to Will Lott to the 25. First down and 10 yards to go.
Well, the key there, Mike, was Will seeing a gap and turning up inside quickly. And as we mentioned, with the defense, the Rebels are playing, they're spread out all over the field, so sweeps are really not going to be effective unless the running back turns up, and Will got his shoulders square and picked up the first down inside the 25.
Trey Burnside comes wide to the near side. John Paul Buckley in the slot. George will go wide to the far side. Offset eye in the backfield. First down and 10 for the Panthers from the Leake 24-yard line. Here's the give, diving to David Morgan. Morgan to the 24, maybe the 23, and that's all as Leake slams it shut. Right there, gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9 yards to go for the Panthers.
Well, nothing there again, Mike, and got the Panther offensive line is not doing the job that I know Coach Godfrey would like them to do right now. Is again, with 6 in the box, you've got to try to run the football, but that 6 right now is whipping the Panthers up front.
Boy, it was a tough yard also. Second and 9 for the Panthers, 10-18 left to go in the first half of a scoreless football game. Panthers at the Leake 23-yard line. Backs will work out of the split backfield, slot to the far side, wide out to the near side. Ratcliffe calls him out of a 4-man front off play action. Rolls out right to throw. He sets, and he's going to run the football inside the 20. Going to be ridden out of bounds at the 20-yard line is where they'll mark it. So give him 3, and for the Panthers, it'll be third down and 6 yards to go with 9:57 left to go in the first half.
That time the Panthers faked the cross buck again, and David Bootleg probably had an opportunity to step up inside the kick-out block and get set, and would have had some time to throw the ball downfield, but he tried to get outside, and the pursuit from inside out really forced him to run the football. Didn't have time or really the vision to throw it. And it's going to be third down and about 6.
No wind here in the stadium tonight if the Panthers may be thinking field goal on fourth down, but it's third and 6, slot to the far side, wide out to the near side. Ratcliffe, a pump fake, throws to the outside, pass intercepted by Leake Academy, and they're going the other way. Number 2, Trey Langston picked it off, and he got it back up to the 20-yard line, and the Panthers knock him down, so it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels as they thwart the Panther drive, and they'll have it first down and 10 yards to go.
Well, Panthers run a combination route to the far side, a post route and an out route, and David definitely chose the right receiver to go to as John Paul was covered on the outside, but he just overthrew it probably 4 or 5 yards, and standing down there inside the Panther 10, Trey Langston picked it off, and the Panthers once again stopped themselves with a really turnover deep in Rebel territory.
Panthers' first turnover of the night. Leake has thrown 2 pass interceptions tonight. Full house tee in the backfield. Here's the give off the right side. They go to number 32, Bird, and Bird drives it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. As the Panthers, John Lutz was there to make the tackle. Just a whole host of black hats around that football. They give him to the 25, a gain of a yard. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Jonathan Miller also coming out, Mike, from the secondary, and that's good that he did that. But again, if the Rebel coaching staff is looking at that, they see those corners really flying up to the football and makes you vulnerable over the top. But again, the Rebels mixing up that full house tee backfield as well as a pro set.
One thing Leake's been able to do, they've been able to move that clock, and we're in a scoreless football game. Full house tee in the backfield. Here's off play action. Moore will drive to the outside on the bootleg. Is going to drive it up over the 25 to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. Going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down as the Panthers reacted well to the outside. It'll be third down and 3 yards to go for Leake Academy. They'll mark it at the 26. So it'll be 33 for the Rebels. They have to get the football to the 29 for the first down.
Moore on the naked bootleg to the far side, had absolutely nobody out with him to block or receivers. It was a run all the way, and he got enough yardage to where now it's a workable third down and about 4 yards to go.
Third down, 4 yards to go, and as Mike Coggins calls it, a tweener. You don't really know what to do in situations like this. Full house tee in the backfield. Moore rolls out right to throw. Under pressure, hit and dropped. Back at the 18-yard line. Panthers with big pressure. Drop Moore back at the 18. It'll be fourth down, and Moore will have to check back to punt the football.
Well, that time they came out again, that full house tee, and they sent Barry, the right halfback, out in the flat. and Moore wanted to throw to him, but Jonathan Miller had him blanketed. Great coverage there, and that was really a coverage sack, as he was going to throw that football quickly to the back, slanting to the near sideline, but since he could not do that, the Panthers had time to get back there and make the sack.
So barring a disaster, the Panthers should come out of this in excellent field position again. And Mike, it's almost scary. The Panthers have had great field position in the first half, but they've been unable to cash in. And now Leake Academy is going to step in to call a timeout. 7:43 to go in the first half. Panthers nothing, Leake nothing. Panther football on WMGO continues in 30 seconds. Football away to the Panthers, and again, barring a disaster, the Panthers should come out in excellent field position. There's the snap. It's a good one. Moore comes forward and kicks it away, and Jonathan Miller did not call the fair catch. He catches the football, breaks out of the pile at the 40, flag on the play at the 35, 30, down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. There is a flag on the play on the near side, so let's see if it'll stand. But Jonathan did not call the fair catch, and Mike, it was almost like it just kind of froze everybody. The Leake Academy defenders did not hit Jonathan. He caught the football, turned it into a nice return.
Yeah, it was almost like a scrum again, Mike. Everything piled up inside, and then Jonathan broke out, and everybody was not ready. I believe it's going to be a face mask against Leake, so I don't think the Panthers will lose that great field position on a good return by Jonathan down near the 20.
Well, Mike, of course, the Panthers, if that is the indication, if that is the case, and we're waiting for the official signal right now, but if that is the case, the Panthers once again find themselves in excellent field position, and they have lived this livelong night in Leake Academy territory.
They have done that, but now, Mike, that's the good news. But to follow through with that, you got to get something out of it. And, you know, you can only go the well so many times, and Leake, every time the Panthers get close and fail to do something, that's just building their confidence. So the Panthers really need to buckle up right here and try to stick this one in.
7:28 left to go in the first half. No score. Panthers now start this drive at the Leake 15-yard line after the face mask penalty. Slot to the far side of the field, wide out to the near side, offset eye in the backfield. Give to Miller, trying to bounce to the outside. He's knocked down back at the 16. Loss on the play. Number 32, Alan Bird, came from a linebacking position. Knock him down at the 16. Loss of a yard. Second down, 11 yards to go for the Panthers.
Well, Mike, I know Coach Flip Godfrey cannot be happy with what he's seeing here tonight. As last week, the running game was not effective, and this week, going against a 6, every once in a while a 7-man front. And again, there's absolutely no movement on that line of scrimmage.
So the Panthers will work a slot to the far side, wide out to the near side, offset eye in the backfield, and now David Ratcliffe will step in and call a timeout. 6:51 left to go in the first half of play. Panthers and Leake, no score. Panthers at the Leake 16-yard line. Panther football on WMGO continues in 30 seconds. 11 yards to go. Panthers at the Leake 16-yard line. Wide outs to both sides. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe calls him out. Spins off the right side to Will Lott. Lott can't find a hole. Now dances inside. Just moves with the pile inside the 15 down to around the 14-yard line. So he got back to the 14, and it'll be third down for the Panthers and 9 yards to go with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. And Mike, at this point, third down and 9. If the Panthers don't convert, I'm sure you'll see the field goal unit on the field.
Yeah, and I think you may see a little more conservative call than we saw earlier, because I think that it's extremely important right now to get points out of this, whether it's 3 or 6.
6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first half. No score. Panthers at the Leake 14-yard line. For third down, 9 yards to go. Ratcliffe looks at that 4-man defensive front. 3 linebacker set. He rolls out right on the option. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to be hit and dropped hard as he got to about the 13-yard line. Picked up a yard. It'll be fourth down, and Tyler Clark and the field goal unit will check onto the field.
And David wants to call a drop back pass. That's no fun right there, as he came down the line on the lead option, and Luke Culpepper came through and almost took his head off. Great defensive play by Culpepper, and that stops the Panthers, but they do have that opportunity to kick the field goal as Tyler Clark checks in. The ball will be spotted on the left hash at the 20-yard line.
And it'll be spotted at the 20, and now Leake wants to call a timeout. 5:33 left to go in the first half. 3 left to go in the first half of play. Panthers and Leake, no score. Panthers have owned the field position in a scoreless football game. Sean Ellis will put it down. There's the snap. It's down. Kick on the way. Plenty of distance, and it is good. 5:29 left to go in the first half. Panthers 3, Leake Academy nothing. Panther football on WMGO continues with the Big Cat kickoff in 30 seconds. On the field position, but Leake has been so tough defensively. Mark George will kick it off from the West 40. He comes forward and booms it down the field. It's a line drive kick. It's going to hit on about the 15-yard line, and it's grabbed by Leake Academy's Moore, and he's hit and dropped hard. Chamblee drove it back to about the 24-yard line, and he was driven straight back. And it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels from the 24-yard line.
Tyler Clark might just kick that field goal, got himself pumped up, and went down there and drilled Chamblee. And the Rebels will have it first down at their own 24.
Man, did he waffle him back at the 24-yard line. All right, now we've got the old Emery and Henry play as they snap the football quick, pitch wide to Moore, and Moore behind a wall of blockers moves it up over the 40 to about the 41, 42-yard line. Got more than enough for a Leake Academy first down. And, Mike, it's hard to describe. Nobody over the football, everybody on the left-hand side, and Moore just picked up the football and just quick pitched it to the far side of the field, and Leake was able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, the old swinging gate play, Mike, as everybody gets on the line of scrimmage 10 or 12 yards away from the football, and then the center just runs over and scoops it up to the running back behind if the defense doesn't react. And the Panthers defense stayed with the ball. They did not go with the Rebels, but that's the bad news. The good news is that usually doesn't work but about once in a ball game, and they didn't pick up a whole lot of yards, even though they did get a first down.
I believe number 32, Bird, was the man carrying the football. Backs in the I formation. Here's the give to Very, driving to about the 44-yard line. So give him about a yard, maybe two. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go for Leake Academy with 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the first half. Panthers on top 3-0.
John Lute's doing a good job of holding ground right there and hitting Very. Again, holding to a short game just a little bit over a yard, and that makes it a tough call here. Second down and almost 9 yards to go.
Second down is what the board says. Second and 9 yards to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Number 32, Bird will come wide to the near side. Moore has him in the I formation. Spins, gives the football to Chamblee. Drives it, Culpepper rather, drives it up over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Give him 2, and it'll be third down and about 8 yards to go, 7 yards to go for Leake Academy with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the first half of play.
Well, Mike, the Rebels seem content to run the football and keep the clock running. They've picked up only a yard and then 2 on the first and second down, and now in an obvious passing situation really kind of puts them behind the 8 ball, throwing ball, third down 7.
Wide outs to both sides, backs in the I formation. Panthers lead 3-0. Moore straight back to throw, shoots up, pass caught by number 10. Breaking is Chamblee. Chamblee into the secondary at the 10. 5, touchdown, Leake Academy.
A 54-yard touchdown pass, Mike, to Chamblee, and they got behind the 8 ball, but they got out from behind it in a hurry. Just a simple slant across the middle. Looked like Buckley tried to go for the interception and then hesitated just for a moment. And once Chamblee got the football, it was a foot race, and nobody was going to catch him, and the Rebels come right back after the Panther field goal, and they go on top 6-3.
So it's a 6-3 Leake Academy lead, and now the extra point try by Brett Moore as he'll try to make it a 7-3 football game. Leake Academy in the lead. Snap down, kick on the way. Kick is good. 3:37 left to go in the first half. Leake Academy grabs the lead. The Rebels on top of Canton, 7-3. Quickly, Leake Academy comes up, kicks the football, and it'll be grabbed by Will Light at the 20-yard line. Got a nice hole as he springs to the outside, looking for a block, now gets it to the 45, and the Panthers are in business at the 45-yard line, their own. First down and 10 yards to go. But Mike Coggins, for the first time in several weeks, the Panthers find themselves trailing in a 7-3 football game with 3:31 left to go in the first half.
And 3.5 to go, Mike. Plenty of time for the Panthers to come down and get back on the board, but to do that, that offensive line has got to start dominating the defensive front, something that has not happened here in this first half.
It has not happened, and of course the Panthers, again, Leake playing this football game just the way they want it. They keep the clock moving, and they find themselves up in the football game 7-3. Panthers work a reverse to John Paul Buckley on the end around. In the 50, he grabbed by a shirt as he's knocked down at the 39-yard line in Leake territory. First down, Canton Academy, as the Panthers work the end around, and John Paul Buckley. They'll mark it at the 40. First down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers.
It looked like Josh Brown stayed at home, did what he was supposed to do, but that was all speed, Mike, as John Paul got the handoff, saw a seam, and just burst through there and picks up good yardage down to the Rebel 40-yard line.
3:15 left to go in the first half. Panthers trailing Leake by the score of 7-3. Ellis in motion to the far side. They give to Ellis off tackle, looking for a seam, and Sean will drive it to about the 48, give him 2. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go.
Again, good pursuit that time. Short gain on the play. And again, Mike, all the Rebels are doing are they're lining up 6 people inside, and they're saying, run it if you can. If you try to go outside or throw it, we're going to try to outnumber you. And so far tonight, they've done a good job with what they're trying to do. And the Panthers just have to come off the football and, as we've mentioned, establish dominance with that front 5 against that front 4 of the Rebel defense.
Slot comes to the near side of the field, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe calls him out, spins on the option play. He's going to pitch to Ellis, looking for the corner. Sean breaks to the 30-yard line, to the 29-yard line. Should have enough for a Panther first down, depending on where they mark it. From here, it looks like a first down. Did not get out of bounds, or maybe he got out of bounds. They stopped the clock, but they looked toward the side. He may have slid out of bounds at the 29-yard line. And it is enough for a Panther first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Well, Mike, you remember David almost got his head torn off on the last option. Did a great job that time as he took one step. The defensive end had a quarterback stun on, and he got rid of it at just the right time, and he made that play.
Called pitching it quick. Slot to the far side of the field. Here's the give. Diving to David Morgan. Morgan will drive it to about the 26. So give him 3. It'll be second down for the Panthers and 7 yards to go. But more importantly, the clock is on the move with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Panthers have a full allotment of timeouts with the second down situation at the Leake Academy 25-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go.
Well, that was the fullback trap the Panthers run so well, but really nothing there. David actually had to change direction as Ben Melton and Kaylee Rawson, 285 and 255-pound respectively, defensive tackles, are really dominating so far.
Wide outs to both sides, wing to the near side, man in motion. They give to Miller on the reverse. They come back to Buckley. Buckley will work to the 30, breaks into tackle inside the 25, inside the 20. It's going to be ridden out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. And now there's a flag, and I think Leake's going to be penalized for a personal foul as the Panthers got it down to the 16-yard line, and then a late hit on Leake Academy should push it down to about the 8, where the Panthers will have it first down and goal to go.
Well, that was a new wrinkle, Mike. The Panthers have run the speed play this year. This time they ran the speed play, but ran a reverse off of it after David made the handoff. And again, John Paul did a great job of eluding would-be tacklers. It looked like that he was going to be caught after a very short game. Did a good job of getting by a couple of Rebels and fought down inside the 20. And there was a late flag for a hit out of bounds, and it's going to take it inside the 10 to about the 8.5-yard line.
First down and goal to go for the Panthers with 1:33 seconds left to go in the first half. Leake leads this football game by the score of 7-3. Leake answered the Panther field goal. Panthers trying to answer with a touchdown right here to take the lead before the end of the first half in what has been a tough, hard-fought football game. Wide outs to both sides. Ratcliffe calls him out. Off play action, looks to the outside, into the end zone, pass overthrown. Tried to hit, I believe, George down at the goal line, but it was overthrown, fell incomplete. It'll be second down and goal to go for the Panthers from the 8-yard line.
Little play action that time as David tried to hit Mark George over the middle, threw the ball a little bit high, and Mike, that ball might have been tipped. It looked like it took off a little bit. I'm not sure if that was the throw or the tip, but nonetheless, it was overthrown just a tad, and the Panthers will have it second down.
Boy, Leake has done a great job on the Panther passing game so far here in the first half. 1:29 left to go in the second quarter. Leake leads it 7-3. Panthers knocking on the door. Pitch to Jonathan Miller. Looks for a hole. Looks for a seam. He's hit as he got to about the 7. Just one shoulder pad or he might have scored. Got down to around the 7. Gain of 1. It'll be third down and goal to go for the Panthers with the football resting at the 7-yard line.
Great play that time by Luke Culpepper, Mike, as it looked like Jonathan really had something over there, and Culpepper just reached out and grabbed him with one arm, was able to slow him up until he got some help from his teammates. It's going to be third down now, and about 7 at the Rebel 7-yard line.
Clock on the move, inside of a minute and 55 seconds left to go in the first half. Leake leading it 7-3. Third and goal for the Panthers. Ratcliffe back to throw. He steps up and opens up for him at the 5. He steps to the 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Panthers!
Great play that time by David Ratcliffe, Mike, as he dropped back and it looked like he wanted to throw left, got some pressure, and stepped up in the pocket. Once he got up in the pocket, he saw it open up, and he got into the end zone virtually untouched. And the Panthers answer in just a little bit over 2 minutes, about 2:40. After the touchdown by the Rebels, the Panthers come right back down the field and stick it in the end zone to go back in the lead.
Great drive by the Big Cats to take a 9-7 lead. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Tyler Clark will attempt the extra point. He's got a 30-yard field goal on the night earlier. Waiting for the snap. John Paul Buckley will snap it. Sean Ellis puts it down. It's on the way, and it is good. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. The Panthers 10, Leake 7. Panther football on WMGO continues with the Big Cat kickoff.
Cheer, because there's still 45 seconds left to go in the half.
Mark George will kick it from the west 40. He comes forward. He's just going to pooch it to the far side of the field. Fair catch called on the far side, and Leake will grab it at the 31-yard line. And that's where they'll play it with 45 seconds left to go in the first half.
Like you mentioned earlier, that Leake had been watching some tape. I think they've been watching tape on the kickoff, too, because as soon as that ball was kicked, the arm went straight up. That didn't surprise them. They knew that that was in the Panther arsenal, and as soon as that ball went up, he had been coached to fair catch the football, and he did so. And they will start possession at their own 33-yard line with 45 seconds to go.
Boy, they've been very well prepared for the Panthers tonight. I don't think there's any question about that. And it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels. And again, they look like in the full house T backfield, 2 tight ends set, they may be content just to go to the locker room, and then Moore goes back to throw. He sets up. Now he's going to roll to the right. He's up over the 35, and he's going to be ridden out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Flag on the play, and I think the Panthers may catch a late hit for hitting out of bounds with 36 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, right down here in front of us, Mike, it looked like it was pretty much out of bounds, a step or two out of bounds when he got hit at about the 40. So that's going to take the football into Panther territory with still 36 seconds to go. And once again, the quarterback rolled. He wanted to throw in the flat again, but again, Jonathan Miller had good coverage, and Moore kept the football and picked up good yardage and is going to pick up 15 more.
And so the 15-yard penalty on the late hit out of bounds will move the football down into Panther territory at the 44-yard line. Panthers lead at 10-7, but with 36 seconds left to go in the first half, all of a sudden, Leake Academy is threatening at the Panther 44. First down and 10 yards to go. Now they'll work on 3 wide receivers to the far side with a wide out to the near side. Number 32 for the Rebels, Bird, will take the snap from center, and he rolls out left. He's going to be get away from one man, now breaks into the secondary. He's going to drive it inside the 35 down to around the 33-yard line. Panthers knock him down with 24 seconds left to go in the first half of play.
Mike, with only 30-something seconds to go, I was really shocked when he took off running the football, but I see why. Very elusive, very quick, came in from his wide receiver spot, took the direct snap and took off left and picked up yet another Rebel first down inside the Panther 35, and we still have 24 seconds.
Ball at the 33-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels. Panthers lead it 10-7. It's been an interesting first half, to say the least. Moore will throw it to the outside. Buckley picks it off. Third Panther pass interception of the first half as John Paul Buckley stepped in front at the 18-yard line and picked it off with 18 seconds left to go in the first half. And Mike Coggins, I'm sure the Panthers will go down to one knee and get into the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, something very safe that time is fade pattern being thrown on the near side, and the pass just not very well thrown. I'm not sure if he was hit when he threw or just slipped out of his hand, but you always want to throw that fade pattern long and outside, and that one was short and inside, and that doesn't bode very well as John Paul stepped right in and made the pick.
Russell Cook will get up over the football at center. Jonathan Miller will stand back on about the 5-yard line in case the ball comes free, as David Ratcliffe will take the snap from center, and he goes down to one knee with 15 seconds left to go in the first half, and the clock will spin, and that'll be the end of the first half. And let's see, now there's a big confrontation down on the field, a big consultation. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzzer sounds. That's the end of the first half of play. Timeout of the field at the end of the first half. It's been a good one so far. Panthers on top of Leake by the score of 10-7. Panther football on WMGO. We'll continue with our halftime comment here. Is upset the Panthers apple cart as they will kick off to the Panthers to start the second half of play. Moore will kick it from the West 40. He comes forward and kicks it right to the right side of the field, and Will Lott will handle it at the 18. He fumbles the football. Moore picks it up, rolling loosely on the ground, and Moore for Leake Academy will get it inside the 5-yard line, or inside the 10 to the 6, and it'll be first down and goal to go for Leake Academy.
Boy, that would look bad from the start, Mike, is when you saw Will Lott come over to the near sideline and looked for a minute like Will was going to pick it up and actually step on the sideline, and then you breathed a sigh of relief when that didn't happen. And as soon as he started, he was hit, and one of the defenders knocked the football out. It rolled free, and Moore picked it up, and the Panthers really reacted quickly to keep him out of the end zone.
So the Panther defense in a position where they were not in the first half, with defending with their goal line just right at their back, as Leake has it first down and goal to go at the Panther 8-yard line. Off the right side, they give to Bird to the 7, gain of a yard. It'll be second down and goal to go from the 7-yard line.
Good reaction that time by the Panther defense, and again, 2 tight end, full house backfield. They just gave the left halfback on the power with 2 backs leading off tackle the right. The Panthers did a good job. That defensive front we've talked about seems to be playing much better here the last couple of weeks.
Boy, the Panthers have not turned it over much this year, but that was a huge one right there as Leake is in business. Second down and goal to go. They mark it at the 6-yard line. Full house tee. They give to the fullback driving. That's number 8, Culpepper. Culpepper drives to the corner, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play, so hold the phone and let's see what the indication is going to be.
Yeah, the flag came in late from the referee, and whatever it was way behind the play. But that, Mike, that's just what we talked about earlier. Play started to go inside. The defense collapses inside, and once Culpepper bounced outside, he had free running, just had one man basically to beat, and he did that, but the penalty is going to be against the Rebels.
Boy, it's a holding penalty against Leake Academy. It's going to nullify the touchdown, and the big penalty will move the football back outside the 15 and about the 17-yard line. It'll be second down and goal to go from the 17-yard line, and that is huge.
Well, it's not only huge, it's ridiculous from the Rebel standpoint. When the play is, guys fixing to go in the end zone, somebody holds 15 yards behind the play.
Full house tee in the backfield, 2 tight ends set as Moore goes straight back to throw. Now he's under some pressure. He's going to cut it up, and he's going to break a tackle and get it back to about the 21-yard line. Panthers had big pressure right there and knock him down back behind the line of scrimmage at the 21. And for the Rebels, it'll be third down and goal to go from the 21-yard line.
Well, Chamley, who caught the earlier touchdown pass, 54-yard pass from Moore, that time was the only receiver out. So they had 9 men in blocking, and they were going to just sell out that Chamley could get open. He went from the right side, drug across the middle of the left, and good pressure forced Moore to keep the football, and now they're faced with a big third down play back at the Panther 20-yard line.
Boy, if the Panthers can dodge this bullet here, they've got to feel pretty good. The ball was on the 6 a moment ago, and now it's third down and goal from the 20-yard line. Moore back to throw, sets, fires toward the post, way overthrown in the end zone, intending it for Chamblee, but it fell incomplete. It'll be fourth down and goal to go from the 20-yard line.
Mike, that was the same play they threw earlier in the ball game. The first interception that the Panthers came up with, that crossing pattern when they send a back through and the tight end crosses behind him. This time they try to throw the back and just overthrew him. Pretty good coverage down there around the goal line, and fourth down, and the Rebels are going to go for it here on fourth down and goal from the Panther 20-yard line.
Leake scored a moment ago, but it was called back on the holding penalty. Since then, the Panthers have pushed him back to the 20. It's fourth and goal from the 20-yard line. Panthers lead 10-7. Full house tee in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Moore back to throw. On fourth and goal, he shoots to the outside, pass incomplete. tried to get it to number 10 again, Chamblee, but he was in double covered. The Panthers hold, and they'll take over at the 20. First down and 10 yards to go, and dodge a huge bullet.
Yeah, they dodged the bullet off the turnover, and Mike, they really dodged one there as they just ran again, full house backfield, 2 tight ends. They just ran both tight ends on a crossing pattern, and I'm not sure about the tight end on the far side, but the one on the near side, you know they're the only receivers with that back, and you really need to jam them to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers let the tight ends out clean. You need to jam them up. At that time, they came out clean. But again, good coverage in the secondary.
Wide outs to both sides, backs in the I formation. Ratcliffe goes off the right side, gives to Sean Ellis. And Ellis at back end at tailback drives to the 23-yard line. Give him 3. It'll be second down and 7 yards to go. Again, the Panthers find the going tough running the football, but give him 3 to the 23. It'll be second and 7 to go for the Panthers.
It certainly has been tough running the football, Mike, but I think you just have to be patient and keep working at that, because percentages are on your side, certainly, against this Rebel defense to run between the tackles, and I still think the Panthers are going to bust one before it's over.
Burnside will go wide to the far side. George comes wide to the near side. In the slot to the near side, John Paul Buckley, offset eye in the backfield. Now the Panthers shift to the straight eye formation. Second down, 7 yards to go. Pitch wide to Sean Ellis. Ellis looks for the corner, going to be hit and ridden down behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 20. Loss in the play. It'll be third down for the Panthers, third down and 10 yards to go.
Well, the Panthers run the sweep again, and Sean tried to stay outside rather than turn it up in a running lane. And again, with the defense spread as much as they possibly can be here tonight, it's hard to get outside, and you really have to just look for that alley, and as soon as you see it, turn it up.
David Morgan will check in with the play from the Canton Academy coaching staff. 8 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Panthers clinging to a 10-7 lead. It was tenuous a moment ago, but the Panthers stiffened, and they'll see there was a flag on the far side of the field, and the indication goes against the Panthers. Who didn't catch the flag on the far side. It was a personal foul, crackback block penalty on the Panthers. Down will remain second down, but it's going to be second down and forever, with the football resting back inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it at the 11. So it's second down and 20 yards to go for the Panthers. 8:59 left to go in the third quarter. Ratcliffe with a lone setback. Wide outs to both sides. A wing to the far side of the field. Man in motion to the near side. He gives the football diving to the fullback, David Morgan. Morgan will drive it to about the 13. Give him 2. And it'll be third down for the Panthers and 18 yards to go.
Luke Culpepper again on the stop from his linebacker spot. And the Panthers really are not getting on the linebackers very much at all here tonight. And the turnover didn't hurt the Panthers as far as the score goes, but certainly, unless they come up with a big play here, has turned the field position around.
No doubt, the Panthers own the field position in the first half of this football game. Buckley will come wide to the near side. Burnside wide to the far side. Wing to the far side with a lone setback. Third and 18, Ratcliffe, 3-step drop. Now he's going to turn, run the football, gets it to about the 15 before he's hit and hit down hard at the 15-yard line. It'll be fourth down, and the Panthers will have to punt the football away.
Well, David dropped, was looking for Trey Burnside streaking down the far sideline and had to tuck it in and run it. And just as he went down, we had a flag come in from the far side. The officials are conferring. Looks like they're talking with the Rebels. And you would assume no matter what it is, they would decline this if it is indeed against Canton.
And the officials come to the near side of the field. And they're going to wave the flag off, so it's no foul. It'll be fourth down, and the Panthers will have to punt the football, and Chad Penn will check his punting unit onto the field. And, Mike, the Panthers dodged a bullet a moment ago, but I think you accurately pointed out what it did, the Panther turnover on the kickoff to start the third quarter. Even though the Panthers did not fall behind, it flipped the field position here in the football game.
And Chad boomed an earlier punt, and that's what he needs to do right here.
Leake has a double tandem standing back on their own 47-yard line. There's the snap. It's a good one. Penn comes forward and again booms it out of there, and it's going to hit and take a Panther roll inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line, and the Panthers will kill it dead at the 35. Josh Chamblee let it let it roll. Oh, that was David Henry back there. A 50-yard punt for the Panthers. Chad Penn on the roll, and the Rebels will have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 35-yard line.
So once again, a huge punt by Chad, and really a huge mistake by the Rebels not catching that ball. Probably added 12 or 15 yards to the punt. And so the field position didn't turn around quite as bad as we were afraid it might, as the Rebels have it first down and 10 at their own 35.
Chamblee will come wide to the near side of the field, number 2. Langston will go wide to the far side. Actually, 3 wide receivers to the far side. And number 32, Bird, will play quarterback, and he'll keep it on the sweep. He fumbled the football, and there's a pile up for it, but he came right back into the hands of Bird from Leake Academy, and it's a gain of 5. It'll be second down and 5 yards to go.
Yeah, just a sprint out that time, and again, Bird back in the shotgun, rolled right. His receiver just sat down after just a quick 2 or 3 yard curl. Caught the football, was hit from behind, lost it, but fell right back on. And a good pickup on first down of about 6.
Gain of 6, second down, 4 yards to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Leake has it in their own territory. Langston goes wide to the far side. Number 10, Chamblee, comes wide to the near side. Moore has a lone setback on a double wing. Actually, that's Bird at quarterback. Bird keeps on the fake, and he drives it up over the 45, 46, 47, 48-yard line. First down for Leake Academy as Bird is taking the snap under center, drives to the 48, and picks up the first down for the Rebels. First down and 10 yards to go.
We've seen Bird work out of the shotgun. That time he came up under center, faked the dive right, and as soon as he faked it right, came back over the left guard. So it was some type of a counter. I'm not going to say counter option. I don't think he had a pitch back with him, but certainly went against the grain and picked up good yardage up near midfield.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels from their own 48. They get actually the fake, and Bird keeps it up over the 50 into Panther territory at the 48-yard line. Got 4. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go. Panthers stack it up very well at that point, but it is the gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6 for the Rebels.
Well, the identical play, Mike, except the other direction, and I think the Rebels have decided it's hard to just run the football out of the I formation against the Panthers. Last couple of plays, they've gone to double slot and run a little misdirection, and seem to have a few more running lanes against that, and we're probably going to see more and more of that.
Second down, and about 6 yards to go. 6:05 left to go in the third quarter. Panthers on top, 10-7. Ball right at midfield in Panther territory at the 48. Here's Bird keeping, again, just keeps the football, trying to roll it to the right side. Gets to the 45, inside the 45, 44-yard line. Got to be shy of the first down by a long 3 yards. It'll be third down and a long 3 yards to go for the Rebels with 5:40 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, that time Moore lined up in the slot to the left, went in motion to the right, and Bird kept the ball down the line of scrimmage. Did have a pitch back that time, but turned it up inside, and he's now facing third down and a short 3 yards to go.
Third down, a short 3 yards to go. Here's Bird on the option play, pitches wide to Moore, looking for the corner. Moore's going to be ridden out of bounds at the 40, and he should have enough for a Leake Academy first down as Moore took the pitch on the option play and got it. Well, actually, they'll mark it at the 41, but again, it should be enough for a Leake first down. First down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels.
So on this drive, Mike, we're seeing Leake go exclusively to that double slot. So they've done a little bit of everything. Double slot, trips to one side, two tight ends, straight T. So the whole gamut the Panthers defense is having to face here tonight.
So it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels. Man in motion off the wing. Here's Bird keeping the football again on the option, and he drives it just past the left tackle to about the 39-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it at the 40, so it's a gain of a yard. It'll be second down and 9 yards to go for the Rebels with 4:55 left to go in the third quarter.
Miller Todd coming through from his linebacker spot, making a good stop on that play for a very short gain, and the Rebels seem to have the Panthers a little bit on their heels, Mike.
Panthers lead it 10-7. 4:40 left to go in the third quarter. Man in motion off the wing. Here's the pitch wide to the motion man, and he's going to grab the football inside the 30 down to about the 25-yard line before he's ridden out of bounds. Number 23 was the man carrying the football, Chris Very, and Very drives it down to the 24-yard line, and he's got enough for a Leake first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Counter option left, and he pitched it right at the last minute. Very dangerous pitch, actually, but Panthers really didn't have any secondary folks rotating up to put pressure on the pitchback, so he had some room after he caught it and picked up good yardage down inside the Panther 25 to the 23.
So once again, Leake Academy in deep in Panther territory. 23-yard line is where they'll mark it. First down and 10 yards to go. Panthers lead it 10-7, but Leake has played this livelong third quarter inside of Panther territory. Panthers clinging to that 3-point lead. Wide out will work to the far side. Wide out to the near side. Bird at quarterback will roll right on the option play. Looks to keep. Now he pitches the football wide to Moore. Moore breaks into the secondary inside the 10 to the 5. He's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, Mike, just two completely separate halves, offensive scheming for Leake as they came out. Did a lot of different things in the first half, but they've come now on this particular drive exclusively to the double slot and the option, and the Panthers are not recognizing the option very well, and that time really had nobody on the pitchback other than one secondary player. He was blocked very well, and touchdown much too easy on that particular play, puts the Rebels back on top.
Rebels on top 13-10, and Moore will attempt the extra point. Waiting for the snap. It's down. Kick on the way. Kick is good. Timeout on the field. 3:58 left to go in the third quarter over the Canton Academy Panthers. And now Moore will come forward. He kicked the football for the Rebels from the West 40, and Will Lott will grab it at the 15-yard line. Looking for a seam, and he's going to drive it to over the 30 to about the 32, 33-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers from the 33-yard line. And Mike, even though the Panthers have 10 points on the board in the football game, they really have not been fluid offensively all night long. And of course, there's no time like the present to start that thing right now.
Yeah, just really have never seemed to get comfortable with any scheme at all they want to use. And again, it's really tough to get comfortable when you've got 6 guys in the box defending the run and you're not able to run the football.
Offset eye will work in the backfield. Wide outs to both sides. Ratcliffe looks at that 4-man defensive front, and he goes off the right side, gives to David Morgan, and again, there's just nothing there. Luke Culpepper there to make the tackle and dust him off. Loss of a yard. It'll be second down for the Panthers. Second down and 11 yards to go. Football marked back at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Culpepper looks like an All-American, Mike. He's just running free out there and making just about every tackle. I did notice that time is earlier in the last possession, too. They've got an extra linebacker there now. So now, in that particular play, a 7-man front. So you may see the Panthers go back to the air and have a little more success than they had earlier.
Double slot. Slot to both sides of the field. Lone setback. Second and 11. Here's a little lateral pass to Buckley. Ball rolling freely, and Leake tried to cover up at about the 30-yard line. They may call that an incomplete pass, but it looked for all the world like a lateral. They will call it a lateral. So actually the ball will be marked out of bounds back at the 30. So it's another loss of the play, and it'll be third down and about 12 yards to go for the Panthers.
Yeah, David just threw that one too quick, seemed to be in too big a hurry and got rid of it, and no question about it was a lateral. And, you know, Mike, if that ball had not rotated one more time, it may have been on that sideline. Leake was the only people over here to another huge break for the Panthers for that ball to get out of bounds. 3
minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Panthers have to get this thing in gear, trailing Leake 14-10. Slot to the far side, wide out to the near side. Backs are split. Ratcliffe goes off the right side, gives to Will Lott. Lott got a big hole, moves it up to about the 40-yard line, and keeps chugging and piling to about the 43. He's going to be close to the first down, about a yard shy, but the Panthers on 3rd and 13 go off the left side to Will Lott, and Will got about 12. It's going to be 4th down and 1 yard to go for the Panthers.
Well, Mike, we've been waiting for the Panthers to break one. That time they broke a good run for about 11 or 12 yards off the left side, and it is 4th and short. And the way the Panthers offense has been playing, I think it's make it or break it time here as Coach Flip Godfrey will send the play in, and the Panthers appear to be going for it here at their own 42-yard line.
2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Panthers and Leake Academy, and now let's see. We've got an official timeout. They may call the chains in on the far side of the field. Now we're set to go. 2:25 left to go. Clock on the move. 4th down and 1. Panthers trail Leake by 4, 14-10. 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Panthers at their own 42-yard line. Ratcliffe calls him out. Offset eye in the backfield as the Panthers will go for it. Here's the give, right side. They give to Lott. Lott breaks a tackle up over the 45, 46, 47-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as the Panthers roll the dice and they come up as they get the first down. It's first down and 10 yards to go for the Big Cats.
Good run that time by Will. And again, once again, Mike, he started inside and bounced it outside. Got his shoulder pads out front, was able to pick up the first down, and that may come back to be a big, big play. Here's the Panthers going fourth down in their own territory and pick it up.
We've got some cheerleaders that have good arms. Here's the shot to the outside to John Paul Buckley, and Buckley caught the little quick pass to the outside, moved it inside Leake territory at the 47-yard line before he's run out of bounds. It's a gain of 7. It'll be second down and 3 yards to go.
Well, Mike, the Panthers pick up a first down, then on first down here, pick up about 6, and that's not, the greatest offense we've shown all season long, but certainly it just feels like that the Panthers are settling down into a pattern now, and they're clicking just a little bit better, and I'll be surprised if they don't just put together a good drive here and answer the Leake score.
Panthers trailing Leake 14-10. A minute 43 left to go in the third quarter. Slot to the far side, slot to the near side. Option, far side, Morgan. Morgan with a nice block. Drives inside the 45 in Leake territory to about the 43-yard line. Should have enough for a Panther first down as the Panthers run the option. And Ratcliffe recognized it well, pitched it to Morgan, and the Panthers should have enough for a first down. First down and 10 yards to go for the Big Cats with a minute 35 left to go in the third quarter.
Panthers need to concentrate on just making their blocks and sticking with what they're doing and not turn the ball over. They seem to be in better sync here on this particular drive as we've out a minute and a half to go in this third period of play.
1 minute, 24 seconds. Clock on the move. Left to go in the third quarter. Leake leading it 14-10. Panthers led it 10-7 at the end of the first half. It's been a back-and-forth football game here at the stadium tonight. Slot to the near side of the field. Backs are split as Ratcliffe calls him out. He rolls out right to throw. He sets. There's a flag of the play. He's going to be hit and drop under big pressure at the 45-yard line as Leake came with good pressure. Number 62 for the Rebels, Josh Brown, was there to knock him down back at the 45. There is a flag of the play, which normally indicates a holding penalty.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's going to be, Mike. And the Panthers again off the cross-buck action, the bootleg, as David stepped up that time inside that kick-out block and has receivers running free or about to run free, but that defensive front of the Rebels just putting too much pressure on him. He's not able to get the ball away.
Leake will decline the penalty, and it'll move the down box. It'll make it second down for the Panthers. Second down and 13 yards to go. Football back at the 46-yard line. Panthers have it in Leake territory. 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Clock on the move. Leake leads this football game 14-10. Slot goes to both sides of the field. Lone setback. Ratcliffe, two-step drop outside to Buckley. Buckley breaks a tackle. Is going to be hit and driven down at the 42. So he got back about 3 or 4 of the lost yards a moment ago, and the Panthers will face a third down situation with 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Just a bubble screen again. John Paul couldn't quite get away from Langston over here on the near side and picked up about 4. It's going to be third and long now. Probably facing the last play here in the third quarter in a 14-10 game. Leake leading.
Third down, 9 yards to go. 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ratcliffe puts a slot to the near side, slot to the far side with a lone setback. He sets down and calls him out. He goes 3 steps back to throw, under pressure, hit and dropped back at the 50-yard line as Leake just came through untouched and knock him down back at the 50, and the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the third quarter of play. We go to the fourth quarter. Everybody up here at the stadium.
5-step drop. He was hit as soon as he turned, and now Chad Penn is going to have to kick it away.
4th and 17 at midfield. Penn will come forward and kick the football away. Leake has nobody back, and he slices it off the side of the foot, and it's going to run. There's a flag on the play, and after a punt down to the 25-yard line, it looks like it's going to be a roughing the kicker penalty, which, depending on whether the personal foul or just the running into the kicker penalty, may give the Panthers an automatic first down.
Yeah, even with the step off, I'm not sure if the roughing the kick, if that's automatic. If it's not automatic, the Panthers will still be about 3 yards short but certainly would be in field position enough to go for it. And we'll just have to wait and see what the officials are going to come up with this.
Trailing at 14-10. Again, I think it depends on what penalty it is. The Panthers may re-kick it anyway because it was not a great punt off the foot of Chad Penn as he just got it down to the 25-yard line. Leake had no one back a moment ago. Panthers are really discussing the options right here. Ralph Barnes thinks it may be the running into the kicker penalty. But the Panther punting unit is staying onto the field, so let's see what they're going to mark off and what the penalty is going to be.
Well, they are bringing the ball back, so the Panthers obviously will either, it looks like Chad Penn's still deep, so the Panthers probably get a 5-yard step off and kick it again.
So in a 4-point football game, the Panthers, it is the 5-yard penalty running into the kicker. And so the Panthers will punt the football again. And again, Mike, Leake will not have anybody back. So the Panthers have an opportunity to pin Leake back deep in their own territory with 11:50 left to go in the ball game.
And as you mentioned, good break because not a very good kick that time by Chad. And this time he has a chance to redeem himself. The line of scrimmage is the 45, so has a chance to drop it inside the 20, especially with no Rebel back.
Penn comes forward and just booms it down the field. The only one back is John Paul Buckley, and he's just around the football. It's inside the 5, rolls down to the 2-yard line, and the Panthers knock it dead at the 2-yard line, and Leake will have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 2-yard line with 11:30 left to go in the ball game.
Just a huge turnaround right there, Mike. Just running into the kicker is going to cost them about 23 yards. And they're going to line up with their back standing in their own end zone. And a huge break for the Panthers here with 11.5 to go in the game. They trail 14-10.
The official mark will be at the 1-yard line. So Leake has 99 yards to negotiate. And obviously they don't want to make a mistake right here. Leading at 14-10 with 11:30 left to go in the ball game. Moore will bring his ball club up, put him in the I formation. He's just going to try to nudge it out on the line of scrimmage, gets it to about the 4, so it's a gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7 yards to go for the Rebels.
Just trying to get the ball up to where they have a little bit of room to do something, Mike. And, of course, I think this second down play is probably the biggest play in the whole possession. If they don't get much, they'll be pretty safe. They get up to 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, then they're really going to go for the first down. But I think this play will determine what they do, and they certainly want to at least have their punter be able to get in the end zone without the possibility of stepping on the end line.
Of course, Leake would like nothing better than just to stay stacked in that formation and just keep running the football and running the clock. 10:50 left to go. Leake leads it 14-10. Man in motion off the wing. Give diving up the middle of the fullback, and he breaks to the outside. That's number 8 carrying the football. Culpepper breaks down the sideline out of the pile to the 50, and is going to get it to the 48-yard line in Panther territory. They got out of the hole right there, and it's first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels.
It's about the 3rd time tonight that's happened to either one team or another, where there's just a pile in the middle, and the guy with the football finds a way to break free, and everybody's running to the pile, and then he breaks down the far sideline. And it's a good thing that John Paul Buckley was over there. John Paul may have been the only one in the Panthers secondary to have an opportunity to run down Culpepper, and he did so, but not before Culpepper gets the football into Panther territory at the 49.
Wideouts will work to both sides of the field for Leake Academy, leading at 14-10. Lone setback, double wing, man in motion. Here's Moore on the option play, just got to keep the football to the 48, give him 1. It'll be second down and 9 yards to go. But Mike, more importantly, of course, for Leake, they'd like to put points on the board right here and maybe put this football game away. But more importantly, what they were able to do, even with that big run right there, they were able to wrest away field position because the Panthers really had them in a hole right there.
No question about it. Like I say, even if they don't get another yard and punt the football, the Panthers are going to end up having to go 80 or 85 yards.
And the clock is moving with 9:50 left to go. Leake leads at 14-10. Here's Bird on the option play. Pitches to the outside to Very to about the 44-yard line. He's knocked down at the 44, shy of the first down. It'll be third down for the Rebels. Third down and about 6 yards to go, 5 yards to go, with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Counter option to the left, far side of the field, and the pitch was there, and John Paul Buckley did a good job that time in coming up from his safety spot and making the tackle after a fairly short game. It's going to be third down now And a short 5, long 4 to go with 9 minutes, just over 9 minutes to go.
Big play in the football game right here. Number 10 for the Rebels. Chamblee will go wide to the far side, wide out to the near side. Very off the wing in motion. And here's Bird back to throw, shoots over the middle, pass in and out of the hands of number 10, Chamblee. He was open. He just couldn't grab it at the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 5 yards to go. And I think Leake is going to check the punting unit onto the field.
Mike, same play they scored on earlier as Chamblee came slanting across from the far side across the middle, and the Panthers fortunate he didn't catch the football there. It looked like had he caught it there, he may have run into the end zone again because the Panthers secondary is breaking down to see where the ball is going to make a play. Chamblee going full speed, but fortunately again for the Panthers, the ball just behind him and fell incomplete.
So it'll be 4th down, and Moore will come in, kick the football, kicks it straight up in the air. Not a good kick. Matter of fact, he kicked it all the way into the stands on the Leake side of the field. That may be a negative punt.
He kicked it to the practice field.
Unbelievable. That's about a 5-6 yard punt, Ralph. It went way out of bounds, and the Panthers will have it at the 40-yard line in Leake territory, 1st down and 10 yards, or in their own territory, rather. 1st down and 10 yards to go, but that's only about a 5 or a 6 yard punt.
Yeah, got to keep the spectators awake, Mike. I don't know if I've ever seen a ball go in the bleachers, but
wow.
Had them scattering over there.
Wow, some guy on the top row almost made a heck of a catch. So wideouts will work to both sides of the field, slot to the far side of the field. Panthers catch a break right there. They mark it at the 38-yard line. Panthers have it in their own territory. Ratcliffe back to throw, again under pressure, shoots to the outside, complete to Chad Penn up at the 47-yard line, knocked down at the 47. So it's a nice gain of the play, some 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1 yard to go for the Panthers.
Nice pass and catch right there, Mike, as David went back, looked to the left side to Chad Penn. Had a little pressure, took 2 or 3 more steps, got set. Chad saw that he was in trouble and had a defender between him and David and knew that David would have to drop it right over. And Chad did a good job of coming back to where he could see David face to face, and David drilled it for the pickup of about 8.
8:25 left to go in the ball game. Clock on the move. Panthers trailing Leake 14-10. Ratcliffe is going to go on the reverse to John Paul Buckley. Got a nice block inside the 45, knocked down at the 44-yard line. 1st down, Canton Academy, and they still roll the clock, although he was knocked out of bounds at the 44, but it's a 1st down for the Panthers. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Alan Bird did a good job of staying home, making a tackle on Buckley after a pickup of about 8 or 9 yards. And a Panther 1st down. Buckley has to step out as he is cramping up here on the near side. Hopefully John Paul won't be out very long. And fortunately for the Panthers, looks like Leake is going to call a timeout and maybe give John Paul just a little bit more time, and he can get right back in the ball game.
The Rebels call a timeout. 8:01 left to go in the ball game. 14-10. Leake leads it. Panther football on WMGO continues in 30 seconds.
45, 1st and 10, and a lot of time left.
David Ratcliffe will put his backs in the I formation. Slot to the far side, wide out to the near side. Off the left side, give to Miller. Big hole to the 35-30. Breaks back into the 29-yard line. Knocked down at the 29. 1st down, Canton Academy.
Well, the Panthers have been looking for that for a long time, Mike, and they ran a great trap play that time. Got a good kick-out block, and Jonathan Miller had a huge hole and got it just inside the Rebel 30-yard line.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Panthers from the Leake 29-yard line. 7:52 left to go in the ball game. John Paul Buckley will check back into the game with the play from the offensive coaching staff. George will go wide to the far side. Buckley will work in the slot to the far side. Chad Penn comes wide to the near side. Offset eye in the backfield. As Ratcliffe looks over a 4-man Leake front. He calls him out, and he goes straight back to throw. He pulls it down, he's hit, and he fumbles the football. Big scramble, and the Panthers come up with it as he pulled it down, got it to the 25-yard line, but luckily the Panthers were able to jump back on top of it, and after all that, the Panthers are going to end up gaining about 5 yards, or 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
So it looked like the Panthers want to throw that quick screen out to the right again. I really don't know why David didn't throw, unless it was a call fake, but I just think maybe he thought he saw something coming up and decided not to throw the football and then ran with it. Didn't do a good job of tucking it away, and on this night, the way Rebels are hitting, you better put that ball away.
Slot to the far side, wide out to the near side. Offset eye in the backfield, give to Miller. Miller drives to the 25-yard line, and that's the end of his journey as Leake came up very, very well knock him down at the 25. It'll be third down for the Panthers, 3rd and 6 with 6:35 left to go in the ball game.
Well, the trap play again that Jonathan just had a lot of success on just a couple of plays ago. This time, Culpepper has been everywhere tonight, came directly to him. And the first time, the Panther offensive line was able to get across and seal him on the misdirection. This time, Culpepper was not fooled and came across and made the hit. It's going to be third down now and 7, and a huge play here for the Panthers.
Slot will go to the far side of the field, wide out to the near side. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe calls him out. Two-step drop to the outside. Pass complete to Buckley. Buckley looking for a hole. Now trying to weave his way. Cuts back to the original line of scrimmage. And that's it. Just had nowhere to go. Leake defensed it very well. It'll be 4th down and 7 yards to go. And with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, the play was not blocked well that time as the wide receiver missed his block. And as soon as John Paul caught it, he was facing 2 Rebels, so he decided to try to fight back across the grain. The Rebels did a good job of containing him, knocking him down. It's 4th down, 7.
Panthers want a timeout. 5:47 left to go. Panther football on WMGO continues in 30 seconds. 47 left to go. Slot to the far side of the field. Wide out to the near side. 4th down, 7 yards to go. David Ratcliffe looks at a 4-man front. Leake has been tough as a nickel stake all night long defensively. Give to Miller, breaks into the secondary at the 20. He's inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, and what a gutsy play by the Panthers as they run the football on 4th and 7, and Miller picks up the first down.
Well, Mike, you called it. It takes a lot of guts to call a running play on 4th and 7 with the game in the balance, but Coach Flip Godfrey saw that trap had been working, and the linebackers loosened up. Culpepper that time was about 7 or 8 yards off the football, and I think had the Panthers thrown, they'd been in real trouble. So a great call that time, good run by Miller, and good offensive line play.
Slot to the far side, Burnside wide to the near side. Backs will work out of the split backfield. Ratcliffe looks at a 4-man front, and he spins, gives off the right side to Miller. Miller breaks a tackle and spins, drives inside the 5, down to around the 4-yard line.
Good blocking up front, just great individual effort that time on Jonathan Miller's part, Mike, as he spun away from one tackle, tried to spin away from the second, and has now got the football down inside the 5-yard line for the Panthers. 2nd down and about 2. They can't pick up a first down without a touchdown.
Very important. Panthers can get a first down around the 2-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 2 yards to go. Football resting at the 4. So the Panthers have to go to the 2-yard line to get a first down with 4:43 left to go in the ball game. Panthers trailing 14-10. Slot to the near side. Backs are split. Wide out to the far side. Ratcliffe calls him out. Spins, gives to Miller. Miller off the right side at the 3, to the 2, to the 1. He's short of the goal line, but he should have enough for a first down. It should be 1st and goal for the Panthers from around the 1-yard line.
Mike, you mentioned just a couple of minutes ago about the defining drive. It looks like they found the defining running back, as Jonathan Miller seems just to have taken upon his shoulders that he will not be denied. He's had a couple of great runs in this drive, and I'd be surprised if anybody else touches it until the ball gets in the end zone.
First down, goal to go for the Big Cats from the 1-yard line. 4:20 left to go. What a clutch drive this has been. Leake leads it 14-10. Miller will be the tailback. Offset eye in the backfield. Wing to the far side, wide to the near side. Spin, give, David Morgan, touchdown, Panthers!
Quick hitter right over the right guard. David Morgan, the senior, took it in. Didn't have a very long way to go, and he just got the football nudged over, was driven back, but got the football over the plane, and the Panthers go on top with just over 4 minutes to go. And Mike, now it's just put in the lap of the defense.
Absolutely. Panthers do what they have to do offensively. They had a clutch drive, a clutch 4th down conversion to put it on the board, and now it's 16-14. Panthers lead it. Tyler Clark will attempt the extra point. Panthers leading it by 2. Waiting for the snap. There it is. It's down. Kick on the way. Kick is good. 4:04 left to go in the football game. Panthers 17, Leake 14. Panther football on WMGO.
I think have really got to watch Chandler. He seems to be a game breaker for the Rebels.
Mark George comes forward and booms it to the far side of the field. Very's going to let it hit, and it goes out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So Leake will have it at the 35 in excellent field position as Boudreaux, the Wonder Dog, goes to get the tee out of the field and brings it back to his boss, Jerry Lusto. Lusto, by the way, said he was a redshirt freshman. He wasn't eligible for senior status yet. 4:04 left to go in the football game. Panthers defense will come out onto the field, and Leake Academy's offense, who have been potent at times in this football game, will have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 35-yard line.
And plenty of time to do it, Mike. 4:04. The Panthers really need to do a good job here defensively of putting the Rebels in first or second and long and third and long situations and try to hopefully force them into a mistake.
Wide outs to both sides of the field. Double wing with a lone setback. Number 32, Alan Bird, will take the snap from center, man in motion off the wing. He's going to drive on the option play, just tries to shuttle it to the outside, gets it to the outside to number 10, Champ Lee. He's hit hard, but he picks up about 8 as the Panthers knock him down hard. I believe Miller Todd was the man that knocked him down at about the 42-yard line. Gain of about 6. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go.
Real frustrating play that time, Mike, for coaches, as the Panthers did a great job of reacting. They were in position. Bird did a great job of getting rid of the football. It wasn't a traditional pitch. He threw it overhand, so it was really a pass. But the Panthers were there, but they just didn't finish the play in a pickup of about 6.
Wide outs to both sides. Double wing, man in motion, Very off the wing to the near side. Here's Bird carrying on the option. Nowhere to go. Flag flies from the far side of the field. Panthers knock him down for a loss. Let's see, check the penalty marker out, but the Panthers absolutely smelled that out from the get-go.
Yeah, look like Brandon Hardy made first contact, came through and made the play, and Mike, I'm afraid we may have from where it was thrown, either a hold or possibly maybe one of the Panthers grabbed the face mask.
Officials, Panthers start to back up, and it looks like it is going to be the face mask penalty against the Panthers. And that's a tough break for the big catch right there. It is the 5-yard variety, but it is enough to give Leake Academy a first down, and the Rebels will have it first down and 10 yards to go with 3:14 left to go in the football game at their own 47-yard line. So Leake has it as their own 47. First and 10 after the incidental face mask penalty. Man in motion off the wing to the near side. Here's Bird on the option play. Roams to the near side of the field. Going to be hit and knocked down. Fumble the football, but they're going to say that he was down at the 49. They whistle it dead at the 49. Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7 yards to go with the Rebels for the Rebels with 2:47 left to go in the football game.
Well, Mike, the previous drive that the Rebels looked so impressive on ran out of that double slot option, and they've gone right back to it, and the Panthers are just going to have to be disciplined to take their responsibilities. Whoever's got quarterback, stay with him, don't guess. Whoever's got pitch, stay with him, come up, get off your block. And everybody from inside has got to do a good job of pursuit from the inside out, and that's hard to do. It's easier to talk about, but it's hard to do. But I think that's what the Rebels are going to try to do, is just bust it on an option.
Wide outs to both sides, double wing, Very in motion off the wing to the near side, and Bird rolls back to throw, under pressure, loops it up, pass incomplete. He threw up a dying quail, and the Panthers just unable to get to the football. It was up for grabs, and it was in no man's land where nobody could get to it.
Yeah, defensive front playing really well here on this possession, Mike, and they put a lot of pressure on Bird that time. He threw it up. The closest people to it were all Panthers, probably about 8 of them, 4 up front, 4 behind. And fortunately for Bird, he threw it right in the middle of all the black shirts.
Third down, 7 yards to go. Of course, with 2:09 left to go in the ball game, this is 4-down territory for the Rebels. 3rd and 7. Panthers lead it 17-14. Double wing, Very in motion off the wing to the far side. Here's Bird back to throw, slant into the outside, complete again to Champ Lee, and he's got it down to about the 31-yard line in Panther territory. First down and 10 yards to go. Leake still alive, and they've got it in Panther territory at the first 31. First down and 10. Mike, they've been able to run that pattern successfully all night long.
Yeah, Mike, Chamley is a quick young man, good athlete, and the problem with that play is he's running a slant. Everybody in the secondary is not moving. They're broke down. Nobody's running with him. So therefore, they're still. When he catches the football, he's going full speed. He's just hard to catch, and somebody needs to run through there with him.
Panther defense have their backs to the wall now. 1:45 left to go. Man in motion off the wing to the far side. Throw to the outside to Chambly. Chambly loops it in to about the 21-yard line. Should have enough again for a Leake first down with 1:36 left to go. And the Rebels marching it steadily down the field through the air. They've got it at the Panther 21. First down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah, it looks like what we talked about earlier, Mike, that it's just going to be the coaching staff of Leake's just putting it on the back of Luke Chambly, or Josh, Josh Chambly, to see if he can win the ball game for him. Two plays in a row.
Bird back to throw, loops to the outside, tried to get it to Chambly. Flag on the play. Panthers are probably going to catch a holding penalty or a pass interference penalty into the secondary with 1:20 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, once again, went right back to him, Mike, and ran one of what I think is the toughest pattern to cover, and it's just a post corner where the wide receiver breaks inside, then breaks out. He broke in, there was contact made, and looked like they got tied up, and he just looked like one of the Panthers maybe held him up from breaking outside just momentarily, but the official right there threw the flag, and if that's the case, the ball's going to be down around the 10 or 12-yard line.
Maybe a question as to whether, and the officials may be talking as to whether that pass was a catchable pass or not. It was thrown to the outside. Of course, it will mark it off, and it'll be a penalty against the Panthers. It will be the pass interference call. It'll come against the Panthers with 1:20 left to go in the football game. Panthers lead it by 3, 17-14. Football resting at the 10. It is first down and goal to go. Leake has got to score, of course, with 1:20 left to go. That's what they're looking for. Of course, they're in excellent field goal shape to maybe send this thing into overtime, but they want to win it right here. Bird has a double wing, and he's going to roll right on the option play. Looks to cut in, going to be hit and dropped at the 10-yard line. No gain. Second down and goal to go for Leake from the 10-yard line.
Well, the Panthers played that one well as Bird came to the near side on the option. Alan Jerome took the pitch man away, and a lot of Panthers there to knock Bird to the ground, and the Rebels are going to take a timeout.
Rebels take a timeout. 1:07 left to go in the ball game. Panthers 17, Leake 14. Chambly will go wide to the far side of the field. Langston will come wide to the near side. Bird back to throw, throws the corner route outside, passes, caught for a touchdown by Chambly. He went up over Chad Penn and caught the football in the end zone with 1:02 left to go. Leake Academy has scored, and they lead the ball game 20-17.
Well, Mike, as we mentioned, the coaching staff from Leake had appeared, and obviously on that drive at Chambly, you're going to win it for us if we win it, and they went to him almost every play exclusively, and he just went up. He would not be denied on that fade pattern to the far side of the field, and went up and made a great catch, and the Rebels do go on top by 3, and this is a really big extra point right here.
No doubt about it. Moore will attempt the extra point. Leake leads it 20-17. Snap, down, kick on the way, kick. Good. 1:02 left to go. Leake with a big clutch drive leads the Panthers 21-17. Have their backs against the wall with 1:02 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and certainly time to do something. Panthers certainly have the opportunity here as a squib kick.
And it's going to go to Alan Jerome. Jerome looking for the corner. They didn't want the long run back, and Jerome is going to get it to the 40-yard line, and he'll have it at the 40. First down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers. They have it in their own territory, 60 yards away from the promised land, with 55 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Well, Mike, that offensive line has really got to step up right now. The only way the Panthers can win this football game at this point is for David to find Mark George, Chad Penn, or John Paul Buckley. We're going to have to go down the field to do it. In order to do that, he's got to have time to throw the football.
And the Panthers have not thrown the ball much down the field this livelong night, and they're going to have to do it in front of a whole bunch of white shirts from Leake Academy, as they're going to have a lot of guys back into the secondary. Buckley will be in the slot to the far side. George is the wide man. Chad Penn is split wide to the near side. Offset eye in the backfield. 55 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ratcliffe goes off play action, straight back to throw, sets, fires in the middle. Pass caught by Penn at the 35-yard line in Leake territory. First First down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers with 48 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Great throw by David Ratcliffe. Offensive line did their job. David drilled it in there. You got to give Chad credit. Going across the middle, he knew he was going to get drilled, and he did so right after he caught the football. But the Panthers now certainly in a position to attack the end zone at the Rebel 35.
From the Rebel 35, big play, first down and 10 yards to go. Leake leading at 21-17. 48 seconds left to go. Now clock on the move. Ratcliffe loops it to the outside for Buckley. Buckley looking for a block, trying to loop to the outside, breaks to the outside, inside the 30. He's down to the 28-yard line and should be very close to a first down, depending on where they spot it. And now the Panthers, he was not out of bounds. Panthers call a timeout with 32 seconds left to go in the ball game, and we'll take a timeout with them. 32 seconds left to go. And Mike, you'd like to be leading here, but the Panthers are in excellent shape at the 27, second down and 2.
32 seconds to go, and the Panthers, again, as we mentioned, Mike, in position, even from this spot, to go to the end zone.
Slots on both sides of the field. Lone setback. Ratcliffe back to throw. Loops to the outside for Penn. It just turned the wrong way, and it fell incomplete. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. It'll be third down and 2 to go for the Panthers with 27 seconds left to go in the ball game.
A mix-up there between David and Chad. Don't know if David threw it to the wrong spot or Chad ran the wrong pattern, but nonetheless, poor communication on that particular play. And as you mentioned, double coverage by the time the ball hit the turf, and the closest to the football was certainly Leake Academy players. And the Panthers now face Mike with 27 seconds to go, and it is third down. The Panthers need to pick up a first down to maintain possession.
Panthers have to pick up the first down. Plenty of time left in this situation. Ratcliffe back to throw. Shoots to the inside. Caught by Burnside at the 15. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Knocked down at the 5-yard line. First down and goal to go for the Panthers with 20 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Again, Mike, got to give the Panthers credit for fighting back, and Trey Burnside going across the middle, and David drilled it in there, and the Panthers have it first down and goal.
First down and goal to go for the Panthers from the 5-yard line. Burnside will be in the ball game. He'll be in tight to the near side. And now Ratcliffe back to throw, and now everybody stops the action. And the Panthers may have called a timeout. There may be an illegal procedure penalty on the play. And let's see. Didn't see a flag.
Yeah, I think he just spiked the ball, Mike, to kill the clock.
Okay, yeah, David just spiked the ball to kill the clock with 17 seconds left to go. Chad Penn will bring the play in. Ball at the 5-yard line. Second down for the Panthers. Goal to go from the 5-yard line. Leake leads it 21-17. 17 seconds left to go in the ball game. What a thriller this has been. Leake and Canton have played it to the hilt. Slot to the far side. Here's Ratcliffe off play action. Rolls out right. Sets, fires. Penn! Touchdown, Panthers!
The old bootleg one more time, Mike, and Chad Penn, I don't know how he got that open, but it's a quick out pattern about 7 or 8 yards, and David coming out to the left side, drilled it again. He was wide open. The Panthers score. We do have a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Let's see. I don't believe it's going to nullify the touchdown. As the, I don't believe it is.
I believe it is, Mike. I believe we've got a hold.
Is it a holding penalty on the Panthers or a celebration penalty? Oh, my goodness. I think it's a celebration penalty. That's what they think. A holding on the Panthers. It's going to nullify the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Wow. 13 seconds left to go. The flag comes in, and it nullifies the touchdown. Leake leads 21-17. 13 seconds left to go in the ball game. So the Panthers penalized back to the 15-yard line. Backs are split. Ratcliffe rolls out right to throw, and he's sacked on a blitz by Leake back at the 24-yard line. 8 seconds left to go, and the Panthers will call a timeout. 21 yards to go. That's immaterial. Ball back at the 21-yard line. 8 seconds left to go. Leake leads it by the score of 21-17. Panthers may have 2 shots at the end zone. Let's see what they do. Ratcliffe back to throw, sets, fires on the fly to the end zone for Penn. Passes, I believe, intercepted by Leake with 1 second left to go at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, fade pattern trying to get it down to Chad Penn. Double coverage over there. And the ball was intercepted. Looked like dropping back from his linebacker spot, Mike, number 62. Picked that one off Josh Brown. And the Rebels will just have to kneel on it and come away with a huge upset here.
Huge upset, no mistake about it. Boy, and I tell you, that's a tough one to take as the Panthers, and get all the credit in the world to Leake Academy. They have played very, very well tonight. But boy, the Panthers thought they had pulled one out of the fire with a long touchdown drive to score, and the holding penalty nullified the touchdown, and now Leake comes up with the interception with 1 second left to go, and all they have to do is kneel on the football game and seal this big, big upset here at the stadium. There's the quarterback just drives straight ahead. Buzzer sounds. This football game is over. Canton Academy has lost to Leake. A big upset as the Rebels win it 21-17. Leake Academy 21, Canton Academy 17. We'll be back to wrap it up in 2 minutes.